Guys, we just keep taking things to the next level, and here's a perfect example. This is our best frame off restoration on a 480R that we've ever done. In the beginning, we would, do whatever it took to get them right, and then we found out that there's clients out there that want perfection, and nothing less will do. So this is an example of what happens when you have an open checkbook and no time constraints, and you're willing to take it to the next level and make a bike absolutely pristine, showroom, brand new, perfect. This bike was completely restored here at Kaplan Cycles. Eric Rude, one of our A-techs, who's been a spinning wrenches since he graduated MMI 12 years ago. Many years of suspension tech service, because his family owns C-Cycle Suspension, one of the premier off-road suspension companies in the Northeast here. So the suspension's got some super cool stuff done with a lot of race tech components on the internals. We'll get into that in a second, but we don't do a restoration to this level unless we have a mint original frame and a proper year engine mint cases and all that. So this frame came from Texas. This whole motorcycle came from Texas, from a collection. I bought 93 bikes from Roy Thacker, and one of his friends called me up. He had 24 bikes, his entire collection. We bought that too, and he had some beautiful big bores, including this 480. This is a perfect candidate to take it to the next level. So starting with the fresh frame and the mint engine cases. So we completely dismantled the motorcycle down to just the frame, and Eric sent the frame out to our powder coaters and had it powder coated that beautiful Honda, correct code Honda red for that year. The shock spring was done, and from there he started on the engine. Engine was completely dismantled. The engine cases were vapor honed and repainted. The original Honda cover, and inspected for cracks and any issues, and reassembled the bottom end crankshaft with new crank bearings, new crank seals, all new seals on the engine, new countershaft seal, new shifter seal, new kicker seal. Everything was gone through on the bike. I'm going to do most of it by memory, then I'll go over the work order because I might forget a few things. As you can see, the ignition cover is beautifully restored with all new hardware and a new gasket. The clutch is brand new with a new clutch perch, lever, and cable. So the starting at the airbox was removed and beautifully restored with a new twin air filter. The carb was completely rebuilt using a brand new NOS carb boot to attach it to the engine with new Boyson reed valves. The engine was bored first over with a new Wiseco forged piston and a new piston rings, new base gasket, new head gasket. The ports were cleaned and polished. The head was decarbonized, cleaned and polished. And it was reassembled with new base gasket, new head gasket, new top end bearing, new wrist pin and circlip. So the engine's brand new. It's got a total of 3 heat cycles, and then whatever amount of test and tune time I did going up and down the driveway with Eric. The exhaust is breathing out of a brand new DG pipe that we customize here. We give it the Scotch-Brite treatment, the factory torching on the welds, and polished the DG logo. And it's got a brand new DG aluminum silencer on there that's been polished also. Just a spectacular piece. So the whole powertrain's brand new. You can see the base gasket and all new gaskets. On the clutch cover on this side, this was sent down to the detail shop where it was vapor honed, and then they pro polished the Honda logo to a chrome-like finish. Taped it off and then repainted the engine cover. The shifter is a new shifter, and that's painted black. And you can see all the hardware on the engine is beautiful. The cylinder is absolutely beautiful. There's no broken fins, no bent fins. It's like the day it came out of the box in 1983. You can see all the hardware on the engine is new also. Beautifully restored power plant, new carb drain lines. The shock has been completely rebuilt, and you can see while we're over here the new rubber dampers and the new rubber stays. I'll get into that in a minute. Starting now, we're through the powertrain. The frame's mint. I'll take it off the stand and show you the mint frame rails. We don't do restorations on bikes that have caved in frame rails. You can see the original tag is in pristine condition, 9 of 82. The front wheel was completely restored using the original factory wheel. It was completely dismantled. All new spokes were installed, Buchanan spokes, stainless spokes. The hub was completely restored with new wheel bearings, new brake pads, and the rim was shod with this new Dunlop tire tube rim strip, and It's like brand new. The fork lowers, as you can see, were professionally restored, given the factory finish to it. There's no damage to the forks. They're beautifully straight, as you can see on both sides. Most bike that was raced a lot, those would be all banged up. The front brake cable is brand new. The front brake cable stay is brand new. The forks have the new Pro Grip fork covers on there. And I'm going to read off the work order here because I'll forget a couple of things that he had done to the forks. The fork rebuild components are all OEM inner bushings, OEM outer bushings, new fork seals, new dust seals, new billet machined fork caps with the these are brand new caps, and they have the quick release air button on there. The fork seals and the dust seals are from Race Tech. Has new Motion Pro air bleeders and new Pro Grip dust boots. So the forks are beautifully restored. Triple clamps. Front fender is a brand new VMX, top of the line, very expensive fender. New mounting hardware with proper washers on it. A new brake cable guide on the new brake cable. If you look at the back of the triple clamps, you see they're beautifully restored. This one was vapor honed and clear coated. The upper one was vapor honed and painted the original factory color, and all the hardware is new, and new hardware on the bars. You can see the bars are brand new Renthal handlebars with a new Renthal crossbar pad, new ODI grips, new clutch perch, lever, and cable, new brake perch, lever, and cable, and of course a new Motion Pro throttle here. So everything's brand new from here up. The fuel tank is a brand new VMX reproduction, exact of the original, as are the graphics done by Steiger Designs. The front number plate graphic that was custom made by my honey, Christy, at Steiger Designs. The number ones are not part of the graphic. That can be removed with a heat gun if you want to put your number on or another number. But the side number plates are also custom by her with the black outline, the yellow, correct yellow. And you can see the rear fender is brand new. So beautiful bodywork on it. The seat's completely restored. Original seat base is in mint condition. It has a brand new reproduction cover and brand new seat foam, so it feels brand spanking new. Super plush suspension, 12 inches of travel front and rear. And we all know the big bore air-cooled 500s, 480s. The CR500 was actually, the 84 was a 492 cc, so it really wasn't much bigger than the 480. This thing's got a lot of horsepower. That's the original swing arm. You can see it's in really good condition. The running gear on the bike, starting with the pegs, those are all the way from Europe, from SPD, Stevie Denton Performance. Those are laser cut stainless with all new mounting hardware. Beautiful. Those are a huge upgrade over the stock pegs. And if you look at the rear wheel, you'll see the rear wheel has been completely restored using the original DID from Japan wheel set here with the original September of 1982 DOT tag. You can see the rim's in excellent condition, which is remarkable for any big bore bike to have a rim this nice after being ridden. Brand new Buchanan spokes. The hub was vapor honed and repainted while it was dismantled. Has new bearings and seals. All the linkage, new wheel bearings, new swing arm bearings, all new bushings and bearings in the linkage, and the shock was completely rebuilt also. So the shock, let's see here. The rear shock's got quite a parts list on it. The rear shock rebuild was all Race Tech components. It has a Race Tech bumper, a Race Tech seal head bushing, a new Race Tech shaft seal, new Race Tech dust seal, a new Race Tech bladder, a new seal head O-ring, and it has two new OEM Honda rear linkage bushings. And yeah, so the shock was completely rebuilt by Eric with new oil and new nitrogen to better than OEM spec. The final drive is a new JT front sprocket and a new JT rear sprocket, and that's a quality EK 520 gold chain, as you can see. More new hardware here. You can see it has new bolts to mount the new sprocket. The swing arm's in beautiful original condition with new graphics on it. The original brake stays in mint shape. The original brake lever is mint. They're usually all warped up. That thing looks brand spanking new. New chain slider, new chain guide on the bottom, and new chain rollers on the upper and the lower. And if you look at the engine, you'll see it has the original countershaft chain protector, which is pretty rare. New bolts to hold the new sprocket on. There's your new clutch cable, your new intake. Lots of new hardware on the engine everywhere. New fuel petcock, new fuel lines. The shock protector is also brand new, and this is brand new. This piece here too, the chain guide. The no expense spared frame up restoration. I think I pretty much covered quite a bit of it. I might have left new subframe bolts, new CDI bolts, new ignition coil bolts, new triple clamp bolts, new OEM bolt to connect the linkage to the swing arm, new OEM cylinder head nuts, cylinder and intake manifold boot bolts, new plastic mounting hardware, new chain guide hardware, new exhaust side rear shroud heat tape. I think that covers pretty much anything. There's pages of stuff here. If I left anything out, I'll put it in the eBay ad. But I think I pretty much covered it all. New front number plate. I think I mentioned that. The fuel lines from Motion Pro. It also has a new choke knob on the carburetor. New gear oil, of course. New plug, of course. And this bike was... every painted component on this bike was repainted professionally. The forks are beautifully restored. They look like brand new inside and out. And you're going to be hard pressed to find a nicer 83. I'll just go out. I'll go out on a limb and say this is the finest 83 CR480 you'll find for sale online anywhere today, and it's dialed into the nines. That's the thing, you know. I can't tell you how many bikes we buy that are restored that come in, and I almost would rather buy one that's not restored because by somebody else, because we had a bike come in recently, a 500 that was restored, and Wizard and I had 49 items that we noted in the first 5 minutes of just walking around it of things that are just not done right by an amateur. This bike was done right, and by professionals here at Kaplan Cycles. I watched the bike through the entire process, the 66 hours of shop labor, and the 4 hours of detail shop polishing and painting. The 70 hours of shop labor we put in this doesn't include my time buying the bike, shipping it from Texas, negotiating that, receiving it, sorting all the parts, and going over it with the tech during the 4 or 5 months that it's been since he started the project to finish it. So it was a multi-month project. I mean, it was freezing out when it was snow on the ground when this bike came here. And here we are, almost 6 months later. We've got a work order with 70 hours, which is a small, that's what it took, but it takes months because you got to for parts and wait for parts and put everything together, and it just takes a long time. This one's done, it's dialed. There was $3,498 in parts plus $10,500 in labor. The total came to $3,998, just under $14,000. Be over $14,000 with tax. So plus buying the bike and shipping the bike from Texas. So yes, this will be expensive, but we found there are people out there that love perfect motorcycles, and they don't have the time to go out and do this. You know, they're working their own jobs. So this was done right. If you're a CR500 collector or you're investing in classic motorcycles, this 83 480 is an important piece of the puzzle. Next year, 84 was the first air-cooled 500, and then 85 was the liquid-cooled. So it's a snapshot in time, and this one's an absolutely stunning one. With no expense spared. Eric did a beautiful job on this. It's a big day today, Eric. Unveiling your masterpiece here, our masterpiece. I'm not going to give you all the credit. You had some help from the team and me, but a beautifully done job. Eric did a great job on this and got it tuned to the nines. Yeah, real proud of this bike. Like I said, I probably left a few things off. He had like 6 pages of notes, and I was trying to decipher it all. And I had some of my own notes, but that pretty much covers it. The engine's new, powder coating on the frame's new, the wheels are completely restored with new spokes, new plastics, graphics, chains and sprockets, bars, levers, controls, everything you touch on the bike, the pegs, the seat, the bars, everything is brand new. It's a labor of love. No one's done more big bore air-cooled or liquid-cooled CR500s on planet Earth than we have in the last 15 years. That's a fact. That's why I'm the king of ping, and this is my thing. So if you have any questions about it, give us a call. Please hit the like and subscribe if you watch this long and you haven't. We get 30 million views a month on the channel, and we have 1.2 million subs on our social media. So that means that for every 97 people that watch, 100 people that watch, only 3 are subscribed. So it doesn't cost you anything. I don't ask for much. Just hit the like and subscribe, and it'll help us grow the channel. And great things will come to pass for us and countless others as we restore motorcycle history here, one bike at a time. Thanks for watching. That's enough out of me. It's Friday night. I'm out of here. God bless America.